Now, you've recently embarked in the past few months on a new phase of your career, and also Volvo is embarking on a new part of its life as well under Chinese ownership. Obviously, the Chinese market is now going to be a big focus for Volvo. How is that going to change, if it's going to change, what we see from your company?
Well, Geely, a Chinese enterprise, did the acquisition of Volvo Cars as of the 2nd of August. I joined as the new president and CEO August 16, and now we are working very hard on our new strategy and a new chapter of Volvo Cars. And obviously, with having a shareholder in China, the Chinese market itself offers a lot of opportunity for us. We are working on a Chinese growth plan, but we are also not forgetting our markets in the United States and, of course, our home base here in Europe as well.
Now, I understand, is that going to change the products you're making? I understand that you're trying to get a little bit more luxurious, maybe make some nicer, bigger cars than people are used to from Volvo in the past. Is that correct?
It's not about nicer and bigger. It's about where we want to define Volvo premium vehicles. I think we have to go back to our roots, and we have to stress out more in our vehicles where we come from and where our strengths are. We have the uniqueness of being a beautiful Scandinavian car maker, which actually can design their vehicles in a Scandinavian, Swedish way. We have good Swedish engineering, which is very solid, which is very reliable, extremely good quality, and very important also, maybe one of the world's most safest vehicles. These are strengths, and this is what we will bring even more further and stronger in our future vehicles.
Obviously, Volvo is a name that's synonymous with safety, but that's a lot tougher. I mean, your Volvo's old owner, Ford, is doing very well in safety now, thanks in large part to contributions that your company made there. Is it getting harder to set yourself apart as a safe car maker when there are so many safe cars out there now?
Peter, you know what? Our business is always getting harder. Unfortunately, maybe. Otherwise, we could rest. It is a competitive industry, and we are continue to invest, of course, in one of our foothold, which is safety. We have a couple of new ideas to even strengthen our technology advantage in respect of safety. But it is not only about safety, it's also about the environmentally and fuel-efficient vehicles and powertrains in the future as well.
Okay, now that you've mentioned that, and you're at the Paris Motor Show, is there anything that you're doing there in terms of technology to show people where Volvo might go in the future in that direction?
Yes, we have unveiled today and announced today that we will bring our compact vehicle, the C30, as a C30 e-drive electric vehicle into the market beginning of 2011. We will start with fleets in Europe, in the United States, but also in China. That's our first step into electrification of vehicles. And we proudly announced today as well that we will bring into the market a plug-in hybrid based on modern diesel technology, so a diesel plug-in hybrid. This vehicle will bring 2012.
And will that be cost effective? One of the problems with diesel is that it's more expensive, and hybrids are more expensive. That would seem to add a lot of cost. Can you make a cost-effective vehicle in that segment?
Well, that's, of course, a challenge for any electrification of vehicles, making them affordable. But we are looking into the future. We are looking into what we define as a premium brand. And, of course, it must be affordable, even for premium customers.
Now, you mentioned earlier we talked about new markets for Volvo, such as China. You mentioned you're not forgetting about the United States. How do you see Volvo's future in this market, which is very competitive and where Volvo's a big player but not a huge one right now?
Well, I think Volvo had lost a little bit track in the United States, and we have to make up our mind what to do in the United States. I very much favor to have a more aggressive and solid and sustainable strategy for the United States. We sold more than 130,000 vehicles in the United States. There is the potential. American customers love the Volvo vehicles, and this is where I want to bring Volvo back in the United States.
All right. Mr. Jacoby, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate your taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you very much, Peter. Have a good day in New York. Thank you.